from around the world, welcome back to another episode of MPJ New Album Release Show. I'm your host Nige. We welcome back Lauren and to Simon and to William and to Pete for the last show of the month. What we do, we review the latest rock albums, rate them out of 5. Will it get into our Hall of Fame? Let's find out. Today is the legends that are Machine Head and their album Unatoned. And I tell you somebody who is unatonable, and that's William. William, talk to us. Now, Machine Head, just for records, it's our second album that we reviewed of Machine Head. A couple of years ago, we reviewed of Kingdom and Crown, and it did all right. Got a 3.7. Will it be following in the footsteps? Will it improve to get into our Hall of Fame? William, what did you think?
So, firstly, I have an obligatory point to make of tracks that are at the start of an album, which serve zero purpose other than just annoying me. That's out the way. Stupid, don't do it. Other thing that I have to comment on, which, I mean, doesn't affect everyone's listening pleasure, but it affects mine. Just write words properly, mate. Your silly O's have crosses in it. Get out of here. Just write a normal word. I don't like it. It's obnoxious. It's stupid. Musically, however, this is cool. I think similar to when we last reviewed it. From what I can remember from that, it's very, very similar to what that album was, and I really liked that. And I really liked this. It was cool. They shouted at me. I liked that. The instruments were loud and shouted at me. I liked that. It's fun. And angry. And all the things I like in music. Yippee!
Pete, are you a fan of Machine Head?
I was. No, Machine Head are titans, of course. And this is just like, lo, how the mighty have fallen, because Machine Head was a brilliant, brilliant thrash metal band standing on the shoulders of giants for like Megadeth, Slayer, Metallica, of course, just building on what they've founded, really, building on that foundation of beautiful, beautiful craft work of like really fast thrash metal, aggressive songs in your face. Like when I was 18, this masterwork came out, 2007, The Blackening by Machine Head. This is peak Machine Head. That was nearly the height of their days. So brilliant. And if you look now at Unatoned, what is left of this Machine Head? This is a shell of a band. This is like a shadow of their former glory. It's just... They've lost their sting. They're a bee without a stinger now, and they used to be a fully armed, just militarized bee stinging you 1,000 times a minute with their quick, flashy riffs, and that's just gone. It's not there anymore, and I miss it. My heart weeps a little bit that it's gone. Sometimes you can catch a glimpse of it if you listen to the song These Scars Won't Define Us. Like when that song started, the intro, I started making a little bit of the stank face, like this is going somewhere, and then it's gone. Then it's just like, no, it was just the first 20, 30 seconds that we're doing that. We're not that band anymore. We've gotten soft, different, just not this. This is what I want, Machine Head. This. So that's me.
I want to go and give him a hug. If you're alright, mate.
I think
I was 18. You know, I saw them on tour. I can't believe I didn't mention that. I saw them on tour, on stage, live with Trivium, with Dragon Force, and with Arch Enemy. Same night, same stage. My 19-year-old cock exploded that night. Like, I don't know if I was 19, 20, I don't know. Like, so good. So good. But yeah, no, age has caught up with them, I suppose.
I think the phrase "a militarized bee" with its aggressive stingers is my new favourite analogy I've ever heard as well. That's brilliant.
I'm quite creative with words. Like, I'm even better in writing.
Fantastic. Lauren, give us a sting in the tail. What do you think?
Well, me and Pete seem to be a bit of musical soulmates here and there. I'm loving it.
Fuck off. Everybody's fucking Pete's fucking soulmate at the minute. God, I got Trish nodding over him, William nodding over him.
People love me more than you, Nige.
I know, right? You'll be hosting this show before I know it.
And I'm not even trying. That's the thing. It's effortless.
It's just raw magnetism.
Yeah.
It is one of those things where, so Machine Head, I have heard them before and stuff, only sort of like in passing. And when I first listened to this album, I gave it a lot higher than it actually ended up with. Because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is interesting. I'm enjoying it. It's starting off spooky and intriguing, and there's a bit of growlo in there that I enjoyed, even though normally that's not my thing. And then I was like, I did my usual thing of, oh, I'm going to go listen to some more of their other stuff. And as I went further and further back, exactly, Pete, as I went back and then started listening to that sort of stuff, I was like, oh, it feels like something's been lost a bit here. And it saddened me, because I was like, it was brutal and punishing, and it got you in the thralls of it, and it was brilliant. And then when you compare it to this, it sort of just made me a little bit sad, because it was yes, everyone sort of gets older and slows down and does that sort of thing, but it felt like they were still trying to desperately cling on to what they were doing before. And it was like, okay, as a band, accept that you are moving on and doing X, Y, and Z, and then develop that, make that into something new and interesting, have that musical development that then pulls you forward and goes, do you know what? Yes, this was us, but this is us now. Yes, it's different, but fucking hell, we're going to go with it. And if you don't like it, so what? This is us. Just be a bit unapologetic about it. Whereas it just felt they were just clinging on to that older sound a little bit too much, and it just felt a little bit strained. Yeah, it still scored well from me, as we'll find out, but that's simply because I was like, oh, it did do very well to start off with, and I was like, yes, it gets taken away from a little bit, but I'm not going to punish it too badly, because it's still something that, whilst it's not going to be heavily in my rotation all the time, there are little bits and bobs that I will cherry pick, and that I'll still enjoy. But yeah, so enjoyed some of it, but ultimately a little bit sad.
Wise words.
Thank you.
God, hugs all round. Simon.
Yeah, I don't really have don't really have a huge amount to say on this, to be honest. That hasn't already been said. The band's been around so long; they have their own sound and style, which is understandable with the legacy they have. They don't really need to shift away from it. It's not as heavy as some of their older stuff, but like, it's just sort of more of the same. It's a bit meh. Of Kingdom and Crown, I thought was much better. No Gods, No Masters is like a permanent on my playlist. Yeah, this album's just it was there. It happened.
It was there and it happened.
It happened. Looking at Trish's 2 cliff notes, I'm disappointed about 2 things that nobody's mentioned. One, there's an opening instrumental track for 31 seconds.
I thought I'd give you a break from.
Did you mention that?
Yes, will other people hate it
Never
too?
mentioned it.
I said at the beginning, pointless.
Well,
Poor Will.
Well, I missed out on Will. Apologies for that. You must have
But
said
this is one
yourself,
thing-
like this opening track, it was over so quickly. And also, did you mention the album cover? Because she's raving about it. She says the album cover is scary but amazing, and certainly makes a statement drawing your attention to it. So there we go.
AI generated.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, all the tracks have their own identity. It's difficult to pick out a standout track. What I was forced to would have to go Bone Scraper. This album does not need to make amends on Unatoned for its cover music. She enjoyed it. She did enjoy it. I'm on with Simon. It was just, for me personally, it was a bit of a meh. I really like thrash metal. I think out of most people in this thing, I like thrash metal. I don't like it with a screamo in it, which I love Metallica. I like thrash metal. I think it was the only one that raved on about the latest Dragon Force album. I absolutely loved it. Loved those fast crashing guitars, and I'd headbang into it anyway. But for me, vocally, this didn't kind of match it, and it wasn't. And yeah, it was definitely not a full on kind of thrash metal in that stage. So there's a couple of tracks that were all right, but it was underwhelming for me as an album in its entirety. And I don't really enjoy the screeching vocals whatsoever, as you may or may not know. I mean, I've dropped a few hints here and there along the journey, but there we go. So yeah, a couple of all right, but below average for me, unfortunately. Right, okay, will it be enough to get into our Hall of Fame? Let's find out then. So, William, what did you give Machine Head?
A very generous 4.5.
Very generous of you. You've been in a very generous mood the last couple of
I
months.
know.
Very generous.
I'll change this, don't worry.
Lovely. Now,
I'll go back to my zero soon.
Now, an aficionado of them, surely, can he get over that, if we give him a hug, get another half a point out of him? Pete?
2.5.
Loran?
Miss the old Machine Head. Like, give me the Vidian, give me old, give me the blackening.
Yeah.
For me, it sat right in between the two. 3.5.
Samon?
Yeah, right in the middle, 2.5.
Trish, give it a 4. I give it a 2. So goodbye to my 2. 4 of my votes this month. Half the albums have going to be reduced to 0 for me. But there we go. So scored a average 3.4. So not terrible. Certainly. Not quite in our top half of albums, 283rd from that perspective, and a little bit down on the last album. So maybe, but I've done enough for maybe a welcome back and see what they come up with the next album if we review the next album from that perspective. Anyway, thank you ever so much, Machine Head fans or non-fans. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Do you agree with us? Do you not agree? Do you agree with Pete? Do you think that they've lost their way and they want to go back to the old Machine Head, or is the direction that they're going in a journey that we should be welcoming and joining in there as well, because we are all about musical people and journeys. Funny enough, name of the podcast. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much to my wonderful crew, to Lauren, to Simon, to Pete, and to William, and of course the missing absent Trish, who puts a lot of effort into this show. And anyway, goodbye and keep on rocking.
Barn?